Ladies and gentlemen, and Pokemon fans of the world, Crasher Chase is back, and it's time to get back into the groove of things by giving you a Pokemon X and Y analysis video featuring one of the two fossil Pokemon, and this one being Tyrantrum. So, with that said, I'm going to be going over things like its typing, abilities, and stats, and a few set ideas I have for you. And I also want to say that if you want to have the perfect Talonflame counter, then Tyrantrum is the Pokemon for you. So with this guy, Tyrantrum has the very unique and first time type combination of Rock and Dragon, which is both offensively and defensively pretty good. More offensively oriented than defensively oriented, but even still, it has its perks on the defensive side. Now, taking a look at its abilities, it has Strong Jaw, which is a new ability this generation. And what this ability does is it boosts any biting moves up to 50% extra power. So moves like Crunch, Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, etc. gets a 50% boost, which is actually really good. Um, Now, its hidden ability, known as Rockhead, what this ability does is it prevents you from taking recoil damage, and it just so happens that this guy learns a move called Head Smash. Head Smash, Stab, pretty freaking lethal. And I just want to say that I cannot wait until they release this ability because you know I'm heading for Rockhead. Now, taking a look at its stats, you can tell that this guy is meant to dish out punishment and to take hits too on the physical side. It has base 82 HP along with 119 physical defense, but taking a look at its special defense, it's pretty bad at base 59. But that's just the way it is. As for its offenses, base 121 physical attack to base 69 special attack. You can tell which stat is clearly more superior and what's going to have better use. It's gargantuan 121 base attack. And as for its speed, it's 71, which isn't that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, this guy does get Dragon Dance, so after you have one or two Dragon Dances under your belt, you're going to be outspeeding the majority of the metagame, and you're going to be hitting like a truck. Like, this guy is something you do not want to mess with. You know, they don't call the T-Rex the king for nothing. Um, like, this Pokemon is absolutely awesome. So, with this part of the video out of the way, it's time to move on to the first set I have for you, which is meant to function as a solid Talonflame counter and also a tank slash phaser Pokemon. So with this first set here, I have to say it's probably my favorite set out of all the sets possible for Tyrantrum. The nature that we're going to be giving it is an impish nature to increase its physical defense and lower its special attack. The ability for choice, we're going with Rockhead because in this instance it's the more superior ability, even though this ability has not yet been released. But when this ability is released, this set is going to be legal. As for the item, we're going to be going with Leftovers to increase your HP at the end of each turn and increasing your chances of survivability. As for the EV spread, 252 we're going into HP, 252 into defense, and 4 into speed, just to give you that one more speed point. And as for the move set, we have Head Smash here to take full advantage of its ability Rockhead, being able to protect you from any recoil damage that you would originally receive from Head Smash. And Head Smash is a move that basically whatever damage you cause your opponents, 50% of the damage goes back to you, which is absolutely brutal. But with the Rockhead ability, you're not going to be taking any recoil damage. So this, along with the fact that Head Smash naturally is the best rock type move that there is, and also the most powerful, why not abuse it? It's awesome. Um, and also just want to give a shout out to Talonflame, Volcarona, Charizard, Moltres, just name a few. hello, you're gonna be gone after one head smash. The next move that we have is known as Dragon Tail, which is Tyrantrum's secondary stab, and it hits pretty decent. It's got base 60 power, but it also has the added benefit of phasing out your opponents after you hit them. And with the third move, known as Stealth Rock, this is going to go very well with Dragon Tail, and its fourth move, known as Roar, because you're basically going to be setting up entry hazards and proceeding to phase out your opponents. And if you happen to get an opponent that is weak to head smash them away. Ba boom! Now, moves to consider. I decided to throw in Toxic because if you don't want to be uh, setting up entry hazards, like if you have another Pokemon that has already taken care of that and you want to spread Toxic status, then replace Stealth Rock with Toxic. Other than that, this set is meant to take full advantage of Tyrantrum's defensive abilities, so I do not have any more moves to consider. So, with this set out of the way, it's time to move on to another set that I have come up with. So with this next set here, is going to focus on being as offensive as possible right off the bat. The nature that we're going to be going with is either Jolly or Adamant. I put Jolly first because that is a nature that I recommend. As for the ability, we're going to be going with Strong Jaw this time. And I also want to add in that with the 50% boost for your biting moves, it's basically like pseudo stab, which is actually really good. Now, as for the items, Assault Vest is the primary item of choice, and what this does is it boosts your special defense by one stage. Um, However, it does prevent you from using any moves that does not involve offense. So you can't use moves like Curse, Roar, Stealth Rocks, or anything like that. It has to be strictly attacking moves. The next item for choice is known as Choice Scarf, and along with the Choice Scarf boost with the Jolly nature, you're going to be hitting, I think, like 397 or 398 speed. So along with its already high physical attack, you're going to be really fast and be a pretty decent revenge killer too, in my opinion. Now as for the EV spread, we have 4 into HP, 252 into attack, and 252 into speed. Pretty self-explanatory there. As for the move set, we have Stone Edge, Earthquake, Fire Fang, and Thunder Fang. So along with the Edge Quake combo, you're going to be hitting the majority of the metagame for at least neutral, if not super effective damage. There are a few Pokemon that resist the Edge Quake combo, and for those Pokemon that do resist it, we have Thunder Fang and Ice Fang to basically hit them for neutral, if not super effective damage. So overall with this set, it's going to be pretty much impossible to escape either a neutral or super effective hit. Now, moves to consider. We have Ice Fang, and if you replace Fire Fang with Ice Fang, along with Thunder Fang, you're going to have the pseudo Bolt Beam combo, which is resisted by very few Pokemon, such as Empoleon, Magnezone, and Lantern. And even though they resist the Bolt Beam combo, they're going to get smacked hard with Earthquake, which they are all super effective against. The next move to consider is known as Crunch, and along with the Strong Jaw boost, you're going to be hitting Ghost and Psychic types for a ridiculous amount of damage. And then the last move to consider, we have Dragon Claw, being a strong stab type move. However, if you are using Choice Scarf and you lock yourself into Dragon Claw, you are very, very much open to being switch-in bait for a fairy-type Pokemon to threaten you out and therefore have them get a free turn to either attack or set up. So please keep that in mind. Hence why the move set that I have here does not include a Dragon-type move because of the common presence, in my opinion, of fairy-type Pokemon. So with this set done and out of the way, I got another set for you, so please stay tuned. This next set here is meant to turn Tyrantrum into a fearsome sweeper once it gets the chance to set up. Now, as for the nature, we're going to go with either adamant or jolly. It really doesn't matter. Um, with both natures, you're going to be hitting pretty hard and pretty fast after a couple Dragon Dance boosts. Now, the ability for choice, once again, we're going to be going with Strong Jaw. Um, and the item for choice is going to be a Lumberry to cure you of any statuses that may be afflicted upon you should you be either toxic, put to sleep, paralyzed, or burned. Because it's not fun to feel the effects of a burn and have your attack power cut in half. I absolutely hate that. Or being paralyzed where your speed is basically cut down to shreds. Now, as for the EV spread, once again, it's really straightforward. We're going to be maxing out the attack and the speed. 4 EVs are going into HP, 252 into attack, and 252 into speed. As for the move set, we have Dragon Dance, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Fire Fang, and these 3 moves offer possibly the best coverage, in my opinion, as Fire Fang deals with the likes of Skarmory and Ferrothorn and any bug and steel type Pokemon that run around. Now, as for the moves to consider, once again, we have Dragon Claw being a reliable stab dragon type move, and seeing as how you're not going to be locked into a dragon type move this time, it is more possible to throw in Dragon Claw somewhere in this move set. However, it's going to be very hard to replace one of these 3 moves. The next move that we have to consider is known as Crunch, and again, with the Strong Jaw boost, it's going to be hitting very hard as Pseudo Stab, along with Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, and Ice Fang, which are um, the next moves to consider, that being Ice Fang and Thunder Fang, Fire Fang being in the primary move set. Now, Ice Fang and Thunder Fang hits very hard for super effective damage to the respective Pokemon. Ice Fang to hit very super effectively for the likes of Garchomp, Salamence, Flygon, just to name a few, and also Noivern. Thunderfang to hit the likes of Gyarados very hard, and Gyarados is actually very threatening, since how now it gets a Mega Evolution, giving it not only the water and dark typing, but also an insane amount of bulk. Like it's unreal. Like Gyarados is already threatening enough, but with oh my god, like I don't even know where to begin with Mega Gyarados. But this video is not about Mega Gyarados, it's about Tyrantrum, the king of the dinosaurs. Um, so with this set done and out of the way, that's basically all I have for this video and for the set ideas. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be making another video later on about the counterpart to Tyrantrum, known as Aurorus, being the other fossil Pokemon in X and Y. So until then, guys, take care and have a nice day. This is Crasher Chase signing off. Peace.